And g'day! Today we're having a little look at this remote control flying clownfish. I've got one of my grandkids has got a birthday coming up, and we decided to get this for a bit of fun for the day. So I'm not too certain as to how it's going to go. We're just opening it to have a bit of a quick look. I was expecting it to be a little bit easier to put together than what we've got here, so we've got quite a few little bits and pieces. We will have a bit of fun. I'll lay it out on the table so you can see all the components that come with it, and we'll go on from there. And there you have it, a few of the things out of the box. We've still got a couple of other things to show you. We've got the instructions, which I'm about to open up in front of you. They're fairly big, a lot more than what I was expecting for such a little toy. But anyway, we'll have a look at that. And of course the main part, which is this is the actual fish itself. It is big. It is, when I say big, it is big. And I'll unravel it a little bit to give you an idea. And we're still going. So, open him up again and go right open. And it's so big I've got to actually step my camera back. I'll pick up the tripod to give you an idea. There it is sitting on my table to give you an idea of the size of the actual plastic itself. Put my tripod back again and we will proceed with the build. Well, the first part of the instruction is to put a bit of helium into the balloon. That's better. So there he's floating up on the roof at the moment, or the ceiling I should say. We've got a couple of signs for the little fella, and we'll progress and see what all the bits and pieces come together like. You're going to need 3 AA batteries for the actual little remote control, and you'll be needing 1 little AA battery for the fish itself. It fits in there. There's a little plate that goes over, just undo the screw and mount it in. Now I'm going to turn on the actual fish itself, little light LED to say it's operational. Turning on the controller. I want to test obviously that all this is working before I get too far into the build. And as you can see, that's looking pretty good. Okay, the next part of the build requires us to use double-sided tape on these little plastic pads. We put them on the wings as well, and there's 3 that go on the actual body of the fish. The middle one here's got a little slot in it, which you can just see. There's a little, if I bring it up, there's a little slot there. So one of the adhesive pads that's been supplied has actually got a slot in the middle. You won't see it on this, I don't think, but there is actually one there. So that's the one that fits over that other little device. I'll give one a bit of a shot on the camera, see how it goes. So you just peel off the little pad, grab the appropriate fin. You can see the little patch there, so we just line him over the top there, push it in position, give it a good squeeze, nice and tight, and then just peel, and with a bit of luck, and it didn't want to do it, it never does when you're on, try again, and there it goes. So the little adhesive pad is on. Okay, the next part of the instructions tell us to grab a little fin, find the appropriate marker on the fish itself, which this is the side ones here. So I'm going to put the fin in position, and once I've got the little fin stuck on the side of the fish itself, there's some clear adhesive tape which is in behind here. Can't really see it, but they're all pre-cut. They actually slide over the top and hold the fin in position. Now the next thing we have to do is remove some clear little sections in here, which is a bit hard for me to do. Oh, it has got one. That comes off, and that is supposed to go over and lock these in position, so let's see what happens. And after you've put the fins on, you've got to put these little tabs on. There's 4 positions, one on either side, one on the top and one down the bottom, which doesn't, I can't sort of show you here, it's very, very awkward to hold it. Oops, crunching away. There it is there, underneath, so there's 4 of them, and that's basically it. Now the instructions say the next piece of equipment to be stuck is this little controller thing here, the bottom of the fish. So we'll stick that in place and see what happens. Okay, we're up to fitting the tail assembly at the moment. Now, looking at the instructions, I think we have to get these little things snapped over. And then these physically snap onto the main controller, which is this bit here. So I'll just position these first and see what happens. Maybe I won't position them first. Try again. That's the little protector off the end of that come up already. Okay. Now they're sitting there. Now they're supposed to snap into this thing somehow. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that goes in there. Hopefully that'll... That's in on that side. Let's try the other side. And I'm having difficulty working with a camera stuck in my way. So bear with me, I'll get there, I hope. Okay, the next bit of instructions indicate that we must fit this tail assembly to the back of the fish, and you support it in position with these rubber bands. So I'll have a go at doing that and see what it looks like in a few seconds. One thing I did notice, with the assembly here, you've got a little plug at the bottom here, so that's obviously going to go to the bottom of the fish so the wires can connect to it. So don't put it up the other way, otherwise you'll have a little bit of an issue, I think. And we now have one tail fitted to the fish. All the little rubber bands are in position, so we will go to the next little bit of instructions and see where we're at. Okay, well the instructions say this is the contraption to be fitted next, so let's have a go at it and see what happens. Try and get the fish out. Okay, we've got our little fish. Well, it might help. Oh, I've got to turn it on again. Turn this on. Okay, there we go. Whoops. Gosh. You get up. Fish, swim, swim, swim. Whoops, wrong way. There he goes. Swim, fish, swim for your life. Go, Nemo, go. He works, it's alive.
Bring him back. Bring him back.
I can't bring him back, he's gone. He's hiding in the corner. Anyway, as you can see, it does work. Thanks for watching.